Our Bronco brown leather has been such a big hit and we've been getting so many great reviews on it. It was a no-brainer for us to introduce some new variations. But before I get into that, some better news is that our website is officially open for pre-sale on these new leathers, along with 2 other new styles, being our much anticipated genuine construction barefoot moccasin and our extra wide or anatomical barefoot African Ranger. So head over to our website to make sure you get in on your sizes. It is that awkward time of the year where we close up December to January. So thank you very much for your guys' support, as it gives us a great idea on how to plan production when we start 2026 off. But now let's get into these Bronco leathers. So what exactly is our Bronco leather? So it is a semi-chrome leather roller coated with hot oils and wax to give you that heavy pull-up, enhancing the grain and giving you a full body leather with suppleness and roundness. Now, for many of you that have experienced our Bronco brown, you're well aware that this leather does take a bit of a break-in, but that is because it's just such a robust leather combined with us stuffing it with oils and waxes, which give you that two-tone pull-up effect. Now, let's look into the two new colorways that we're going to be offering. For those new to the channel and to our range, we'll start off with the one that's been in the range a couple months now, and that is Bronco brown. So you can see here the actual leather is almost like a black color, but as soon as you apply some pressure and play with it a little bit, you're going to see how drastically these oils and waxes move around, giving you a bit of a patina monster here. Now what you can do is, if you apply some heat, I'm just simply rubbing this. You can use a hair dryer, a heater at home. You'll very quickly see that by applying the heat, the oils move around and it returns back to normal. The same can be done on the boot. But now, as you can see, where the boot has bent and been handled in the factory, these oils move around and it gives you a bit of an interesting effect, making each boot unique, depending on where the oils fall in the boot. So that is our Bronco brown. It's been a great leather, but now let's have a look at the other options that we have. First up, we have what we are calling Bronco Biscuit. Now, as you can see, it is a slightly lighter brown to the Bronco brown, and as soon as you apply some pressure to it and bend, you get an almost white undertone to it. Now that's quite a drastic effect. Just like the Bronco brown, you're going to be getting an awesome pull up on it. But you can just see here that the Bronco brown gives you a slightly darker look to it, where the Biscuit, you're going to get quite a drastic change. And obviously, first up, when the boots are new, depending on how you treat this leather, you can almost get like a cream natural color beneath all these oils. So it's quite amazing how these oils move around. And obviously, once again, you just apply some heat and you can see where I've been rubbing, that white or the undertone starts to disappear a little bit. So that is Bronco brown, Bronco Biscuit. Next up, we have something, if you want to be a little bit out there, and something I really love. Now I think this leather, you're either going to love it or hate it, but we are calling it Bronco Russet. Now what you're going to get here is a bit of an orangey reddish undertone to this brown, and as soon as you bend and get that patina on this leather, what you're going to get here is an orangey brown undertone. And there you can see it. I'm just going to rub it around a bit, and that's going to give you that patina compared to the brown and the Biscuit. So funny enough, on the surface, these are very different leathers, but once you start bending and playing with it, it brings that much lighter undertone to it. And once again here, you start applying some heat and moving these oils around, you're going to be able to return it back to almost its natural state. So that is Bronco Russet. So that's the 3 new leather options. Bronco brown, been in our range for a couple months. Just the good old standard mid-brown look that if you're after that. Then you've got the Bronco Biscuit, wanting to go with something a bit more of a lighter tone. Maybe you don't want to treat it with too many oils and waxes as you go along, and wanting to bring through that sort of old school worn look. And then you want to be a bit of a statement maker, go for the Bronco Russet with that orangey red undertone. So 3 amazing leathers, and 3 very unique leathers that are gonna patina in their own way depending on how you treat them. So what is available on the 2 new leathers? So let's start with Bronco Biscuit. So in our Bronco Biscuit pre-sale, you're gonna get the good old 719 double lasted full leather midsole frog grip outsole. So a very nice formal option. I think the lighter brown undertones and the biscuit that comes through, this is gonna look amazing in the office, especially with some casual jeans. And obviously being in the Bronco leather range, a nice robust leather that's gonna age with time. Next up, if you're wanting something a bit more work orientated, we've gone for our Numzan boot, full leather midsole, and our tire wedge outsole with our STC loss, so slightly wider fitting. And here you're just going to get a slightly more robust, chunkier looking boot that's going to be great on the work site. Then obviously, to finish this off, for those wanting the barefoot spec, we've gone for barefoot African Ranger, single lasted leather midsole, and our Anvil outsole. So a very nice selection of the Bronco Biscuit. It complements what we're currently offering in the Bronco Brown range. And I think a great couple of options here that gives everyone a boot to use for their specific job. Now onto the Russet, my personal favorite, and I cannot wait to see how this ages with time. And we've got another 3 styles here. So first up, we've gone with the 719 again. So you're really spoiled for choice in the 719s. Bronco Russet, full leather midsole, frog grip outsole, ASHM loss. So another great boot for the office, going to be a statement maker. And as I said, this boot is going to patina like no other. I mean, you can just see here from this boot going through the factory, you're getting that nice lighter tone on the toe, and then all these oils still on the quarters here. So next up, maybe you're wanting a pair of African Rangers with a slightly more rugged touch to it. Here we've gone African Ranger, single lasted, full leather midsole, and then our tire wedge outsole. So giving you a nice chunky option. And then just like with the Biscuit, we've given you the barefoot option. Now this boot, I think, with some shorts, which as us South Africans do, we always wear our Fellies or African Rangers with shorts, it's definitely going to stand out. And I think once you do treat this with a leather balm or beeswax, it's really going to bring through some of these oils. So overall, I'm really excited about this Bronco range, just like you've all been and experienced with the Bronco Brown. The Biscuit and the Russet makes a really awesome 3 combinations to choose from. And I think we've really done a great job here between single lasted, work boots and formal boots to give you guys an option. So thanks very much for watching, and especially thanks to all of you that support our pre-sales. It just gives us a really good idea of how to plan production. We don't like being overstocked, and at the same time, it just allows us to plan better for the future. So please guys, in the comment section, let us know, or email in if you'd like to see other styles made on this or your thoughts, and we'll see you on the next episode.